Well, hello, Coffee Time friends. How y'all doing? It's Saturday, March 1,
A lamb.
and we come in like a lamb.
Beautiful.
Now, I don't have anything against a beautiful day. But old saying says if it comes in like a lamb, it'll go out like a lion, which means March and April might be a little iffy there for a mix. And I have heard that we got some cold weather coming for March. Y'all heard that one? Hey, Pat. Hey, Ginger Stewart. How are you? Hey, Preston. Hey, Robert. I don't know if the sayings are true, if it's the weather patterns or what, but it's a beautiful day today. It's up to 35, though. It's not like hot. I don't know what the high is. Did you watch the weather?
No, I don't know what the high is. It's not going to be as warm as yesterday.
I would ask Chatty Cathy over there, but then she was talking, I had to hush her up. I don't know. It don't matter. Whatever it is, it is. We're sitting here. We had brunch a little while ago. Brunch for us. Brunch is anything between breakfast and supper, they say. I thought it was between breakfast and lunch. But evidently, you can have brunch right up to 2 or 3 o'clock in the evening.
I do know that. I thought you had to have it before lunch.
No, Mama. We did it, though. Whatever. Saturdays is a brunch morning for us, usually. Now, I have breakfast the rest of the time. It's early. Sometimes I have breakfast before the sun comes up. So today, I'm going to go out there and sit on that porch. I don't care if it is 35. The fur babies are laying in the front yard this morning. They do that a lot of the mornings, on cold mornings, because the sun comes up on that side. And they can go out there and lay in the grass. They just love it. So I'm going to go out there, sit, and finish this cup of coffee. This is cup number 1, believe it or not. Oh, no, I got a late start.
That's hard to believe.
I got a late start and just didn't really. I don't know. I did sleep a little later today. Then I got up and I messed around in there before even coming in here. And I kept thinking, I gotta go make coffee. I gotta go make coffee.
I didn't get up early.
No.
I didn't sleep last night good, so I slept in.
So I made brunch. Had eggs. You know, it was an expensive brunch. And I made gravy, and I tried to make Mama's gravy.
A different gravy than I usually make.
Yeah, let me change that. I tried to make the kind of gravy Mama likes, not the kind of gravy she makes. This gravy, I didn't hardly cook the flour, just 2 minutes to get the flour taste out. Just to cook the flour, left it nice and bright looking. I put my half and half, which is cream and water, usually. And I put the flour in there and I thickened it up. Got it about 2 minutes worth, and then I put that cream mixture in there and stirred it. Put a little dash of garlic powder and a little dash of onion salt, black pepper, and a little pink Himalayan salt just to add a little flavor. Stirred it up, and it tastes about like the gravy she likes, which is that
Package gravy.
packaged pepper gravy. Then when I got it cooked good, I added black pepper to the top, whisked that in, so it would have that fresh black pepper taste. And she said, you can't get a clear answer out of her. I said, do you like that gravy? It's good. No, but it wasn't like, oh yeah, it tastes
I
great.
said it's all right.
It's all right. I said, well, I'm going to tell you. You better tell me or I'm going to make it that way every time from now on. Well, I don't know if I want it every time. You don't know what to do with her. I'm going back to my gravy, which is her original gravy. which she turned on about 2 years ago, and now she likes that white stuff, that white pepper gravy out of the packages
It's
that
quick.
McDonald's make.
It's quick.
What you like better now?
The best I like is the good old homemade gravy.
Well, you don't want me to make it a lot of times.
Well, it's not. Mine's not been tasting like I want it to.
Does mine taste like you want it to?
Sometimes, and sometimes it don't. Might be just me getting old.
Well, what this white gravy I done for you today?
It was pretty good.
Do you want me to make it that way next time?
No, we'll wait. We'll make some regular.
Where on earth did I hear? Where on earth did I get that recipe? Good morning, John. I looked it up online, of course, and said, what's a cheap for white gravy, pepper gravy, like you get at these restaurants? And there's a recipe. And that's what I've been using. I've made it many times before for her. And most of the time she likes it. Mm-hmm. I will tell you this. This is the same gravy I make for country style steak.
Yeah.
And it is real good on country style steak. But for breakfast gravy, I prefer just the plain old plain.
Mm-hmm. I miss my whole mouth.
Ignore the woman in the back. She's having a difficult time. This is my recipe.
Miss my whole
This
mouth.
is Mama's recipe that she taught me. And then she turned on me and went to this package stuff. You take about a tablespoon of bacon grease and about a tablespoon of, we use self-rising flour. Now my aunt never would use it because it does foam up a bit, and that's the only difference. Some people ask me, do you have to use plain flour? I only had self-rising, so I couldn't make gravy. You can make it. The only difference is the baking soda. Just that baking soda causes baking powder. It just causes it to foam up a little bit. You just stir that down. It ain't gonna stay foamy. You'll be all right. So you can make it with either or. I mean, don't get all sideways over. I wouldn't go to the other side of the kitchen to get a different kind of flour to make it. It's so much. I mean, wouldn't fool with it. But anyway, a tablespoon, or you can do it however you want. I'll just give you the percentages. So if you want to use 2 tablespoons of bacon grease, internet. If you want to use 2 tablespoons of bacon grease, 2 tablespoons of flour, just use the same. If you want to use 10, use 10. You may be cooking for 100 people. I don't know. But normally we'll use a tablespoon of bacon grease, a tablespoon of self-rising flour. You want equal flour to grease or fat. And you're making a roux. You hear that fancy word, roux? Well, country people have been making roux our whole life. We just call it gravy.
That's right.
And you use equal, and you let that cook. Don't let it cook for any less than 2 minutes. Once you put your flour, stir that down. Now, in the past, I normally let mine cook 5 or 6 minutes, and I let it get good and brown.
Yeah, I always do.
You want it, if you're a color expert, you know, I don't know. I get my flour and fat about 4 shades darker than what I want my gravy to be. Because when you add that milk, cream, whatever you're using, half and half, whatever you're using, most of the time we use evaporated milk, canned cream, and water, which makes half and half. So if you have half and half, use half and half. Half and half is just evaporated milk and whole milk, 50-50. So you make that in there, and some people make it with water. We don't. We make it with evaporated milk and water, which is half of what they make it. Put that in your bowl, get it ready, because you're going to need it quick. You can't be piddling around with it. Stir that flour and fat, whatever you choose to use. You can use oil, Crisco, whatever you want to use. You can use pork chop grease, but we use bacon grease or sausage grease. I don't care for the sausage grease. I like mine with bacon grease. And if I'm going to add sausage, I crumble up sausage and add to it later. I never make my gravy out of sausage grease. I didn't say it was wrong. I just said that's me. And you let that cook, and I let mine get pretty brown. And then I pour that milk mixture in there, and it lightens back up, but it's still a good dark gravy. This that I made today is really light. And because it's in a little over 2 minutes just to get that flour cooked. I put my milk in there. I put my seasonings in there. But now I usually put my seasonings in with my flour and my grease because it'll bloom, makes it hot, pops it up, and whatever. So I did put a little bit of the seasonings in there with the flour and the fat, and then I poured my milk in there, and then at the very end, I added black pepper, and it tastes good. I mean, I wasn't surprised with the taste of it, or it tastes good. And Mama usually likes that, but this morning now she's saying I should have fixed the old-fashioned kind.
No, I didn't say you should. I said
her face did.
no, it did not. I seen something on Facebook says. It's about liking his parents, and she says, well, I like your parents, his wife, and he says, tell your face that.
That's me. My face tells stories.
Tell your face.
My face cannot lie, and my face will not change. My face is real. I got a friend at work. She's my co-worker. And sometimes I'll get a text randomly from her during a meeting. We ain't supposed to be texting. But it's important enough I get it. And it says, facial features. What's your face? Be careful. I'm like, oh. When I try to pretend a face, it turns out looking like Howdy Doody or something. I can't pretend. There's just some of us that I can't put on a happy face. I can't put on a sad face. I can't. My face is my face. It just tells the whole story. The reason Mama says, even when I lie and say, I feel fine, and she'll say, you look weak-eyed. A lot of people are that way, and I look at people's facial features because I know you can trust them. I was in church not long ago, and I won't even tell the whole story. But somebody was, well, let's just say they was talking a long time.
And your facial features.
And my friend, my good friend who sits right in front of where I'm standing, just did this. Oh, facial. I'm sure my face was just like, when are they going to hush? But she reminded me. So I got friends that keep me in check. Do you? Those kind of friends are your real friends.
They don't care to tell you like it is.
Good morning, Carrie. My face says it before my mouth does. Exactly, Delphi. Delphia, I'm the same way. But I like people like that. You're honest. I look at people's eyes and they do. That's true. Good morning from South Carolina. Hey, Carol.
Good morning.
Yeah, people's faces will tell the story, and a lot of times, if you're a good friend with somebody, I've got a friend, I've got several friends, but most of my good friends, my ride or dies, my ones that I know, I look at them and I can tell what's going on. I had a friend at church again not back in the summer last year, and they was just happy and going on. And I looked again. And I pulled them to the side and I said, "What's going on?" "Nothing." I said, "Nothing, really." Well, actually, and I knew something wasn't right because I know them that well. And if you have those kind of friends that you can recognize their face, you see those little cues. It's important. It's important. How do we get off on faces? Midwest Illinois. Hey, Ruby. Good morning from California.
Good morning.
Claudette,
It
how are
really
you?
is morning for them.
Just getting home. How's your weather? It's beautiful, Sarah. Coming like a lamb. We in trouble.
I told you yesterday it's coming in like a lamb.
Morning from Canada.
Hello.
Well, hello there, H. Margaret Russell. How are you? When I get together with my friends, they say, "Watch me." It's always entertaining. Barbara, are you one of them facial feature people? Mama's bad. I get it from her. She don't realize it, but I know. And I have to get on to Mama in public all the time. Because if she sees something, it's distasteful or somebody
It's
acting up,
It's the truth.
she'll like be giving them the old skunk eye.
If you was my kid, I'd wear you out.
We'll be in a restaurant and I'll go, Mama. Well, look at them. Can you believe that? I mean, I agree with her. It's always a hot mess. But Mama's one of those that
I show it that I'm looking and
she's one of them little ladies that you see going, you don't do this at least.
no, I might start so I can get a better look.
Hello from New Jersey, Penny.
Hello.
What are y'all going to do? What are you going to do? Mama asked me earlier, she said, what are you going to do, Jess? I got big plans for today. And she said, what? And I said, I got about 4 projects I'd like to wrap up this weekend and get them done.
There ain't no way.
And she said, well, let's get started. And I said, but Mama, just realize this. These projects and the negotiations on these projects were held before Gravy and Biscuits in
That's the truth.
brunch. But I didn't eat much. So I'm good to go. I planned it that way. I thought this will keep me from eating much gravy or biscuits. So, you can, all things in limits. All things, you can do things. So I've got projects. I think I'm going to strip my bed. It's Saturday. I like to strip beds on Friday and wash them so they're clean for Saturday. Sunday. And then the next Friday, strip them again. Sometimes Wednesday they get stripped, and then Saturday they get stripped again. Depends on the time, what's going on down at the moment.
Yeah.
But now I like to take a hot shower before I get in bed. I like to think of things as you wash to get ready for the day, and then when you come home, wash the stress away. Especially if you go out in public, especially during COVID. It gets in your hair. So a good shower before you get in the bed, and it keeps your sheets clean the whole week. Fresh.
Semi-fresh at the end of the week.
But now y'all probably think this is weird. I'm not a night shower person, and then I'm able to get up and go to work.
Oh no, you'll never do that.
My body needs moisture in the morning. I need that hot shower. I don't know if I've always done that.
Yeah.
Good morning from Chattanooga. Hey, Ken, you're just down the road.
Yeah.
Chocolate Attack needs some of Mama's fudge. Well, you can come and get it. You can be up here in 2 hours, Karen. Well,
It takes a little longer,
3.
2 hours.
3, you come on up here and I'll let you have this whole thing. I hope somebody comes today. If they come, they're getting a bowl of fudge to take home.
That is so mean of you.
I know.
I made that yesterday,
You
and
did.
you're wanting to give it away.
I will.
I'm going to work you like a dog today.
That'll be all right. I'll lay on the porch and swat at flies. What does a dog do around here? I hope I do work like these dogs today.
These just eat and sleep and play.
That's all they do. They don't do one. Well, I just take that back. They guard the place. They're good guard dogs. You won't move on this place that we don't know about it. Nothing will. Sometimes the leaves don't even get a free break. If there was any leaves out there, if they rustled the least little bit, well, them two will bark. They don't play. I love it, and I know this is just me being mean. I love coming up on them when they don't know it's me, and they attack me like I'm a prowler. And it's like, you know, like if I walk around the house and they don't know I'm coming around there, and they hear me, it's like, and here they come.
And then a cutoff switch.
And then it's like they flip and they go, ah, and they come running. They keep running, but then they want love and they want you to hold them and play with them. It's just so funny to watch that. Isn't it, Mama? I don't know what happened to Abby about 2 Sundays ago. I think I told Mama she's sound asleep. She had to be. We came in from church in our vehicle, which she knows, rode in, she knows all about us. When we pulled in that driveway and got about halfway down, she jumped straight up and came like we was something landed on her head. And then all of a sudden, I rolled the window down and I said, "What's wrong with you?" And she went, "Oh, you're home. But she was wild. I said, "Mama, she knows it's bad. What's wrong with her?" I think she's sound asleep. I think we startled her.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she'll do that at night if you walk around the house or if you come out the door and she don't hear you.
That's why she does John, because she knows who he is.
People who hear a lot, they get that treatment a lot. They get the big, well, I thought she was going to eat me up. So she said, who I was. I said, yeah. She knows who you are. You good. But if she don't, you don't. Oliver, neither one of them won't come in the garage. Even if you coax them in, they won't come in. But Oliver will stand right at the door as it raises. And he just watches it go up. And he'll do the same thing. He'll run up to you, and I'll go up there and pet him and play with him. I'll go in the garage. He won't come in the garage. He's like, that thing will fall. Trust me. And he'll stand right there and watch it come down. And then he goes about his merry little way. Cutest thing ever. But they hate the garage.
Well, it makes a noise too.
It makes a noise, and I don't know. Oliver used to come in the garage when he was a puppy. He'd come in there.
That's where he knowed better about danger.
Well, he'd come in there. The door would be closed, and then Oliver would run under it, and it would trigger it, and it'd go back up. You see.
That's how you work it.
And he'd come in, and, he won't come in now. You can leave both garage doors open, and neither one of them will come in. They'll come to but they won't come in. They're like, I ain't getting in there. They'll make me move something. That's one of my projects. I want to work on the garage.
A little bit each Saturday.
A little each Saturday. The reorganizing, cleaning up, changing, rearranging kind of thing. And that's what we're doing. So, folks, I know you guys are just riveted with all the anticipation
of all this work.
All of our excitement today.
They're wanting to just rest on Saturday and leave them.
Oh, I bet you they got plans. It's a beautiful Saturday. Good morning from Chattanooga. Karen, I've frozen on that one. It says, hey, John and Mama. Good morning, John and Mama. Hey, Dawn. Hey, Janet. Hey, Linda. Hello, John Davis and Mama.
Hello.
Good morning to the two of you. Hey, Julie.
Good morning to everybody.
Susan, how are you? Anyway, folks, that's what we're up to today. I'm going to wash dishes.
Good for you.
I washed dishes last night, Mama.
I know it. You were so good.
I know. You cooked. I thought I'd wash dishes.
I think that's fair. Oh, no. Because you cooked this morning. I don't wash dishes.
What's wrong with her?
Take me long to
Well, I must confess. The real confession. I did wash a bunch of dishes last night because they just had to be, it's like the different things. But what I did is I've loaded the silver box, and I'm fixing to reload it with everything, and I'm going to run it today, too.
That's a good project.
What? I don't know. I know I'm crazy. Because y'all tell me every once in a while. But like where she had that chicken in that bowl, salt water. That's good. But when we have chicken or anything, I like to put it to the dishwasher.
Or bleach it, Clorox it.
And when we have like colds and flus and COVID and whatever's going around a lot, I like to put the silverware through the dishwasher. So I like to use it a lot more. Sometimes, I'll wash them by hands, put a drop or two of bleach in there and stir it up. But as far as, I like that sanitized bowl. I know that raw chicken ain't going to kill us. We ate it. But what I'm saying is, once it's been in there.
Eat it raw.
Ugh. But once it's been in there, in that bowl, I don't know if just a plain old hand washing is good enough for it. Are y'all that crazy? Somebody enlighten me. Hi from Kansas. Hi, John and Mama.
Hello.
Does anybody have a hey mama joke? Hey, Kathy, have a great weekend. I heard a cute joke yesterday morning. Adam Hart, I think was the page. He's a comedian, and he's on here. But anyhow, then I read it later on here. But it's a where, Mom, I'll give you this one. You may have already read it, though.
Oh, I ain't read that.
Where do bad rainbows go?
Where do bad rainbows
Bad
go?
rainbows.
Oh,
This one's cute.
I don't know. Bad rainbows.
It's a hard one.
To Bow Court, to Rainbow Alley.
They got a prism.
Prisms. Oh.
It's a light sentence. Is that not cute?
That is cute.
I think it is.
That is cute.
They go to prism. It's a light sentence. Oh, there's one more part to it on theirs. It's a light sentence. That's cute now. Your kids could tell that one. Saturday blessings, John and Mama. Well, thank you,
Thank
Sharon.
you.
I always use sanitize mode. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. If I had a dishwasher, I would use it all the time.
Oh.
Well, Roseanne, I said the same thing. We never had one for years and years and hundreds of years. When we built this kitchen on our kitchen was in the old house that was just right there where Granny was. We had that one for years. There wasn't no such thing as a dishwasher. So when we built this on, Mama said, I want a dishwasher. Which kind of surprised me.
Use it.
Which kind of surprised me because I never heard her even mention the dishwasher before. But then she added on, because when I do my canning, I can sanitize my jars.
I do like it for that.
Well, I'm just going to tell you, the first dishwasher we had, if it was used for dirty dishes other than jars 15 times, that would have been an exaggeration.
Your daddy say the gasket's dry rotted.
Daddy would say, you better use that thing for the gaskets dry up in it. Mom says, I use it all summer. Well, just for jars. And so when we remodeled, that one was gasket leaking kind of deal. Because it was we'd had it for several years. So when we got this one, we've only had two. When we got this one, Daddy said, now use that silver box every once in a while. Because it's stainless steel on the front. Put them dishes in that silver box, he'd call it. And so now I call it the silver box. Because it's fun. And so he'd say, you ain't used that silver box since we put it in here. It's just like that other one. The gasket's going to dry up on it. Well, the gaskets on the oven would have dried up probably because it was so old. But she don't use the silver box much.
No, I don't. I figure I can wash them in 5
But here's what I figure. Let me do some figuring.
I'm going to go through yonder. I'm going to tell him goodbye. Goodbye, Mama.
Mama says, that coffee was good, but I got to go.
Yeah, I got to go.
I'll finish up here, Mama. Then I'll get to busy. I'll clock in.
Okay. Clock in early.
My theory is, even if you've got a little bit of dishes, put them in there. They're cleaned off. They're in there. Load them 2 days, 3 days, and then run it. I can't get her on board. Oh, I'll just wash these. Some things we do wash, like her her cookware has got those black plastic handles on it. It's that Towncraft. I don't know what it. I don't know all about it, but this is the pot, so it's got these handles. So she won't put those in the dishwasher because a friend of hers did. Hers got real white and chalky and they started breaking. So this one is 56 years old, and this Skittle is. You can tell it. I don't know if this house can contain the food that's been put in this pot, but she won't put these in the dishwasher. So that has to be washed by hand. Certain wood, anything with wood, and we've got a lot of wood utensils, that we don't put in the dishwasher. But about everything else, the Tupperware, you can all go in there. So we put it in there, and I like to put plastic in there of any kind. Plates and all that. So a lot of it has to be washed by hand, but then there's a lot that can go through the dishwasher, and I'm all for it. What's Mama's Tupperware link? Denise, I will put it. I put it on every video that we do. It's usually the first comment. It should pin at the top, and I will put it on there. I wonder if I could ever do it while we're live. Can I comment? I don't know if I can. Can I? That's interesting. We'll have to figure that out. I will put it on this video right after this. We're starting a new month, so I will have to do a new party. We do one a month, so I'll have to set up a new one, and I will drop it on this video. Will be the first one. Last night's video, that party has closed. It closed last night at 11:59. I haven't even posted anything for March yet. Maria usually contacts Mama, and then she'll CC me on it. And if I see it, I'll take pictures and I'll post it. Mama gets into that stuff. That's her little project. She don't sell as much as she used to, but times has changed and eggs are $10 a dozen. I can understand that. But if you don't have a Tupperware consultant, if you have one locally, support them. Support them. But if you don't have one and you're just wanting to buy some product, that was the whole point of us. Mama sold Tupperware before we ever put it on Coffee Time. But we were doing a video. This is how we started putting it out here. People say, oh, that's the only reason you all put that. Not really. We were doing a video one night and I was using a product and somebody said, where did you get that? And I said, well, Mama's a Tupperware consultant. And I've got a Tupperware lady right here. So I get these knives and all this stuff. I see about them first. She pays for them, but that back then you could get, what did they call it? Samples. But you had to pay for them, but you could get them. Anyhow, so I started posting her link just in case somebody wanted one, because so many of you all said, I didn't even know Tupperware was still in business. I didn't know that you could order Tupperware still yet. I used to order all the time. I love it. It's a wonderful product. And it does have a lifetime warranty. And yes, it is more expensive than what you can get at the Dollar Tree. But the quality is what you're paying for. Tupperware don't leach into your food. There's a lot of good benefits. It lasts it's got a lifetime warranty on it. If you get cheap plastic, sometimes if you heat in it, which everybody does, and I don't care who you are, if you got some plastic, you're going to still throw it in the microwave. Your kids are, and when you get the microplastics going, Tupperware don't have that. So it's created to be safer for your family. Storing food in plastic, you want to make sure it's a good plastic you're putting it in. Because if it sits in there 24, 48, 3 days, that plastic will start to seep into your food. You don't want that. So you get what you pay for is what I'm trying to say. So we're not trying to sell it like, oh, buy this, we're not pushing it. But it's there if you want it. And that's why we look at it. And we use it. And if you see us using something, you can go to the bottom of that link and you'll find it. They have wonderful knives. They even sell glass. They have cast iron now. Tupperware is not your old Tupperware. It's not that old, just bowls. There are bowls, but there is so much more. There is garlic press and utensils and storage and cookware and dishes and It's amazing. We use their cookware. And now here's one thing about their cookware. I like Mama's old waterproof Towncraft. They don't say that on here, but I would just, don't tell me what it's called. I like it. But my Tupperware, I can put all that in the dishwasher. Every piece of it. My y'all's cookware, tough as steel. It's wonderful. It can go in that dishwasher, and I like that. The only sponsorship we're connected with is y'all's. That's it. We have been offered sponsorships. Some of them were probably great products. But, I don't know all about them. I don't know their background. We got to know the y'all team, and they are good folks. And if you ever watch their podcast, you ever watch their channel, they're absolutely genuine. I felt good about them when I first met them and they first started talking to us. I called Mama Sue. I said, Mama Sue, we've never done a sponsorship. She said, I hadn't either. John, these folks are the real deal. I've met them. I know them. They're awesome. And I said, that's all I need to know. Because I've got 100% confidence in Mama Sue. If y'all know Mama Sue and you watch Mama Sue, she's another one. She's the real deal. She's genuine. We think the world of her and Harold. We think the world of her family. We're extended friends from across the miles, but they're real people. And so once she gave the go-ahead and she says, I had no problem. And they have proven time after time, day after day, month after month, and now year after year to be 100% according to their word. And they're the most generous company I've ever seen. If you just watch their show, they'll just pull the name and say, I want to send you a $100 bog bag. I want to send you. And you're like, gosh, that's generous for a company. They'll do great deals sometimes. And you're like, wow, that is very generous. And their products, I would not tell you their tea. I was drinking some with Alpha. We would not say their tea is good if it was not. And when I tell the story about Mama, when they first sent the tea, they said, we'd like for you to try this product and give us your review. And so it was in the bags. I don't think it was in a real bag. I think it was in a marketing, And I said, Mama, they sent us some tea. She said, I'm not giving up my tea. Now, I've used the same tea for 50-some years then. And she said, it was Lipton. It's a good brand. She said, I'm not giving up my tea. And I said, Mama, it don't cost nothing to try this tea. It's a gallon pitcher bag. All you have to just throw it. I said, you have to use them little ones. And I said, let's just throw it in there and try it. And we tried it. First pitcher. Mama said, that's good tea. So I said, let's make another pitcher of that tea. Second pitcher. And I can honestly tell you, she gave her tea to her sister. And we've never used anything but theirs. Even before we were sponsored by them. Even before we said we would sponsor, they would sponsor us. They're the real deal. They really are. Their tea is so good in all their flavors. I like them all. Some of them I like better. My favorite one, and I can't wait because it's just the season. We've got it, but just something about the season is the peach. Love the peach. Mama loves the raspberry. I love the lemon. One of my favorite ones, and I kind of got hooked on it, was the Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy because it's just so good and refreshing in the summertime. But I drink it in the winter too, and I tell you what I do. I heat it, and it's good for your throat. It makes a wonderful tea for your throat. So they're the real deal. So what you see is what you get with us. Just like today, we just coming on here. We didn't have any plan. We had breakfast. We sitting here, and I said, "Mama, you want to do a film?" She said, "Yeah, let's do it." So what you see is what you get, but what you see is genuine. And if we mess up, we'll tell you we messed up. If we do something, we'll tell you. If we try a recipe and we don't like it, we'll tell you. We're not hiding nothing like that. So you all just enjoy, enjoy the products and just know that we ain't going to steer you wrong. Speaking of products, Eggman. has been on here, and he's gonna send me some eggs. He said, and they're pickled. I love a pickled egg. But now I saw on another influencer's page, and he had sent them some eggs. They was sitting down eating them, and they was hot. Hot. I thought, oh, I wouldn't be able to handle that. So I'm anxious to see what he sends, because I told him when he first mentioned sending them on here, y'all were on here. I said, oh, we don't do hot now, Eggman. And Reapers, I don't know the names. Ghost, Reaper, I don't know. Sounds hot to me. I ain't gonna do that. Alright, Mama's coming through the hall. I better go, because she'll say, you still talking? Thought you was gonna do something. You ain't gonna do nothing, are you? She will. I know she's sweet, but you just don't know. She'll get on to me. I am wanting to get something done today. I hate to waste today, don't you? And today's so pretty, I'm going to go outside. Even if I'm going to work in the garage, I'm slinging them doors open and I'm letting some of that fresh breeze blow through there. It'll be so good. It'll be so nice. Y'all have a blessed day. Do something fun, make you some memories. If we cook later, we'll jump back on here maybe. If not, I'll be on here in the morning if you want to listen to some Sunday school. I'm not a preacher. I'm a teacher. I think the Lord called me to teach years ago, and that's what I've always wanted to do, is just to teach. I love to sit down with a group of people and discuss and communicate about anything, and I love teaching. So Sunday mornings between 9 and 9:30 I use them on here. Usually I shoot for 9:15, then I hit 9:30. You know how it is, but we can be at church in 2 minutes. We're really close, so sometimes I cut it close, but I get there. And so that's what Sunday mornings look like here. And then we always do Southern Sunday lunch, even if we eat a bologna sandwich. And sometimes here lately, it seems like more than before, I've started coming on before Sunday School Highlights with Sunday lunch prep. That's when we're doing something in the crock pot, and I'm going to show you what we do, because so many times we'll do it, and at Sunday lunch I'll say, here's ribs or whatever, and I put them on this morning. People say, why don't you show us, John? Why don't you show me how you... So I thought, well, I'll just start popping on when I'm doing it, because it's the same as. She's coming. I gotta go. Bye, y'all.